MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jacob deGrom will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, man, if my life was on the line, Jacob deGrom would be pitching that game for me. Approaches triple digits regularly. Incorporated that four-seam fastball a couple of seasons ago. He can sink it. Great slider, curveball, and changeup combination. I don't think there's a pitcher in the sport right now that has the tools and the weapons and knows how to use them like deGrom does.
Miguel Rojas is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 110.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. He's hitting over .350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Bases are empty, one man out. And he got him.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Here's Starling Marte. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. In previous duels with deGrom, just a 1 for 9. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Here comes the 1-2. Is in there. A called strike 3. Miami down in order, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Elieser Hernandez gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Struck him out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting first.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark DeRosa, what do you have for us on this lineup?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
So here's Pete Alonso as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Mets turned away here in the first. We'll head to the second at Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And, guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
Called strike 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Adam Duvall becomes the first out of the inning. Into the box, Corey Dickerson. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Brian Anderson is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now here is Michael Conforto, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Michael Conforto.
First delivery to him. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting fifth.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Stepping in next, J.D. Davis. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 1 for 4. And now a pitch on the way. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Line drive base hit. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-0 hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
James McCann is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Little chopper back to the mound. Over to first, and that retires the side. Mets strand 1. Will move to the third with no score. So now into the box is Jorge Alfaro. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now here's the pitch.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting it, the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
Up next from Miami, Jazz Chisholm. Now here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Batting none, the pitcher, Eliezer Hernandez.
So here now is the pitcher, Eliezer Hernandez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch of the AB now. To short. Fielded cleanly. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
I'm not sure if this happened or not, but sometimes when you're playing behind a pitcher who's doing all of the work himself, you get caught up a little bit in kind of a trance and you get lulled to sleep out there. Looked like to me he was caught a little off guard when the play came his way.
Alonso is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now at the plate is Luis Guillorme for his career in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats.
Luis Guillorme.
First pitch on the way. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a shot toward right center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
Next to dig in, Jacob deGrom, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
From the belt, the pitch. And they'll play the station-to-station game here, but this is a foul ball. A 1 pitch on its way. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. So a runner on second with one down now. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. First pitch on its way. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Alonso.
2 on, 2 out, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding his zone.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, let's see if the fish are biting if he extends it out there a little bit more. 0-1 looked like it was off the plate. Let's see if 0-2 is even further outside the zone.
Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. Goes to third with it, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Guillorme at third. Lindor at second with 2 gone. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. Big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. So here is Garrett Cooper as we begin the top of the 4th.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
And a curveball drops in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
0-2 in the dirt. Listen, this team's a very free-swinging team, so he's just going to go ahead and try to keep bouncing. If they're going to swing at him, he's going to keep throwing him.
Here comes the 1-2. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The right fielder, number 14, Adam Duvall.
Now to the plate, here is Adam Duvall. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A bullet to first base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The batter, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
So next to hit is Corey Dickerson. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Now another 2-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Here's the 3-2. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Now at the plate, here is Brian Anderson. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And this one's in the dirt. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Fouled away. Here's the 1-2.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Marlins strand a pair. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto.
The right fielder, Michael.
First delivery to him.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Hit softly down the line at first. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
Stepping in now, Dominic Smith, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Well, New York Mets fandom has really been taken to another level by that group decked out in orange in right center field. They got their name from the 7-line subway train that serves Citi Field, and it's become quite a big deal here in Queens.
No, Matt, they really go all out in support of this Mets team, and it's sort of become a movement amongst fans here in New York.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. It's been really great for the Mets organization. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Conforto on at first, nobody out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now back, the third baseman, J.D.
1 out, runner at first, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. From the belt, kicks and deals. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2. Lined hard toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. They'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, James McCann. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a softly hit ball down the line to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So now to the plate, Luis Guillorme. Swing and a liner. That's in there, base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box now, Jacob deGrom. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Up the middle, reined in to second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So 1 run on 4 hits here, no errors, and a couple of men left. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Now a changeup is bounced to second, right to him. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
Next up is Jazz Chisholm, grounded out in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch. Slow roller left side. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Eliezer Hernandez.
So stepping in is Eliezer Hernandez. It comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Nimmo is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Now the pitch.
Nimmo.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-0 count. The pitch grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Great equalizer. The changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead of the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Tapped up the first baseline. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Has a look. Now the pitch. A ball and a strike. Nimmo, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. And he puts it on the ground to second. He's got it. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, I understand it's a tough backhand play right there, but he who hesitates is lost. You could tell him fishing in the glove a little bit too long, and it cost him on getting the out right there.
Daniel Castano trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 72, Daniel Castano.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Mm, 2-0.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Here's the 2-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
The 3-1.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. Now he sends a high, deep drive toward the right field corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get in the chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Ready with the 1-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Now at the plate, Miguel Rojas. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early. Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
At the plate, Garrett Cooper. As he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly, and the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Next, here is Starling Marte. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Now the first pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. It remains 1-0. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, James McCann.
The catcher, James McCann.
First offering on its way. Smoked on the ground, left side. Scooped up. And that's out number 1. All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. Into the box, Luis Guillorme. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. One run, 7 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Dickerson. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jacob DeGrom.
At the plate now is Jacob DeGrom. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Pops this one up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this will be fouled away. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets, but they're on top 1-0. 7th inning ready to roll. And up next, former San Francisco minor league property. Adam Duvall. Here's the first pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. To third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Striding in is Corey Dickerson. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on the way.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. In there, 1-2 now.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Smith is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
And stepping in, Brian Anderson. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
A ball and no strikes.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
So now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Anderson stands at second with 2 gone. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Bottom of the inning now, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
And now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Count remains full. And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
In now, Francisco Lindor, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
From the belt, the pitch hit in the air to straightaway center. Marte is under it. 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete.
Next to hit is Pete Alonso. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 home. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Marte going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. From the stretch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
Here it comes on 1-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
In the dirt, and now let's see. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the payoff pitch home. High and deep down the left field line. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase,
The
but
left fielder,
he laid off
2,
some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in will be Dominic Smith. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Comes set, the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if he triples up on it right here. He's got back-to-back out in front swings on this guy.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. And it's gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Richard Blyer will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Chad Wallach is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Now batting, the third baseman, J.D.
Standing in now, J.D. Davis, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 4-0 New York. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Here's a fastball at 99 that he's able to foul away. Another 0-2 coming. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now back.
Phillies fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Now it'll be Chad Wallach, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Too high, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Wallach, playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Here comes the 1-2. Liner towards second. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Miguel Rojas. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
First delivery to him. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Nimmo. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
So now to the plate, Garrett Cooper. He's set. Here it comes.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game. Just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
Behind 0-2 now. Wallach, the runner at first with 2 gone. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Marlins lead 1. They're down 4-0. Now into the box, James McCann in his career versus this pitcher. He's 2 for 3. Here's the pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Luis.
Next, it'll be Luis Guillorme. Flew out last time up. He's set and the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. 1 out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1. Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
Up next for the Mets, the pitcher.
Into the box now, Jacob deGrom. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Center fielder, number 9, Brandon.
So the lineup flips over and
Nimmo.
digging in, Brandon Nimmo. His prior history versus this arm, he's 2 for 3. First pitch of the AB now. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lifted the other way to left center. Dickerson on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte. First pitch on the way. Hard hit towards center. Nimmo is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
The right fielder,
A reminder that coming up immediately after the broadcast, we'll have full highlights from our ball game here at Citi Field. Stepping up is Adam Duvall. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the AB on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
the left fielder, number 23, Dickerson.
So the next to bat will be Corey Dickerson. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First offering. Two out, nobody on. On a swing, and he popped him up. Off to the left in foul territory. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. 5-0 the final score today. The Metropolitans took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jacob deGrom earns the win, his second. And it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Everybody know y'all like the funk fake. They won't stick in with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Marlins, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the New York Mets pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 5-0. In the standings, the Mets sit in first place in the National League East division, while the Marlins are atop the division. The Atlanta Braves put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 5-2. Entering the day's action, the Braves sit atop the NL East, and the Phillies are at the bottom of the division. The Los Angeles Dodgers earned the 3-game series sweep as they bested the visiting Nats 5-3. Heading into the day, the Dodgers sit in first place in the National League West division, and the Nationals are in first place in the NL East. The Chicago Cubs smacked 15 team hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 10-1. As of today, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central, while the Cubs are atop the division. Christian Yelich had 3 hits in the contest, helping the Brewers down the Cardinals 4-0. As of right now, the Cardinals are in 4th place in the NL Central, and the Brewers are 3rd in the division. The Arizona Diamondbacks grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 5-3. Entering the day's action, the Diamondbacks sit in last place in the National League West division, while the Reds are in 2nd place in the NL Central. The Colorado Rockies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-3. In the standings, the Giants sit in 4th place in the National League West, while the Rockies are 3rd in the division. The New York Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-3. Heading into the day, the Rays are in last place in the AL East, while the Yankees are atop the division. The Angels knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 5-1. At the start of the day, the Blue Jays are in 2nd place in the AL East, and the Angels sit in 4th place in the American League West. The Red Sox went deep 4 times as they blew out Baltimore 9-3. As of today, the Orioles sit in 4th place